Remember, dear ones, that you came here because of the duality. You did come here to experience these things. So do not look upon them as a detriment to yourself. You have not done anything wrong. You are actually enjoying something that you could not enjoy in a higher frequency. And that is the beauty of being in this three-dimensional reality. You see, it is so exciting. So many aspects to talk about. Hey everybody, it's Tanya here. You may notice that I have a much larger surface that I'm painting on today than normal, and that is because, well, do you remember this guy here? I decided I wanted to do this painting but on a larger scale, and so that's what I'm working on here. And this is a really interesting one because, like many of the prints and the originals in my shop, they go in any orientation. So if you ever buy one and bring it home, you can put it up however you like. So this video actually was shot over, 5 months, I think, that I've been working on this off and on. So there is a lot of footage, which means in order to make a video that you guys can actually enjoy, a lot of it is going to be sped up. So just for those of you that are sensitive to things moving quickly, and you can also check the chapters if you want to jump directly to where the light codes go on or where the finished painting is. Oh, and yes, of course, the channeled message. This is a Pleiadian glyph or code, and then within it are many other codes. And so I asked them to join me again for a week, and they've been hanging out with me, and their energy is so fun and bubbly and up, and they had such an interesting conversation with me. Yeah, I guess that's all I'll say so that you can enjoy that. And if you didn't catch last week's video, or you're catching this in the future, hello from the past. I have a Telegram group now that I created for you as a starseed. So if you want to connect with other people and create community in a safe space, then head on over and you can check the description for the link. Or do the QR code thing. Don't ask me how it works. I'm just sharing it. Any hoodle, thank you guys for being here. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. You never know who's going to be helped by something that you say, because it might be exactly what they're going through or something they need to hear. Okay, here come the Pleiadians with a lot of fun energy and great things to say to support you in your awakening. And I will catch you guys on the end of the video. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We are the Pleiadians. We are representatives for the Pleiadian Council of Light, and we come forward in this now moment to bring you tidings of joy and love and excitement. And we are here, as you know we are. And yes, we are showing you these images of celebration and party and light and joy. And that is how we are feeling in this now moment. We are bringing it forward to remind you that many of you at this time are taking so much of your time, of your earth experience, being very serious. Very, very serious. And it is a joy and a thrill and an excitement that is around at this time. Many changes are coming, of course, because you hear this message all the time, but you know that it is true. And that is why you are in this timeline, because there is so much happening, so much stimulation. You love the stimulation, don't you? Many of you. This explains to you, perhaps you understand why there are so many that are presenting in this timeline, as you love to call it, the OCD, or the ADHD, or the presenting with anxiety and this need for speed. And yes, there is many reasons for this: mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and financial, of course, that are contributing to this energy. However, many of you are here because you like the assortment of energies and you like to play with different experiences throughout your timeline. For instance, this conduit, she has had many experiences of many different lifetimes within a singular lifetime, as are you, as are all. However, many have more than others, and you like to play and experience and enjoy all these little bubbles of paradigm. And by that we mean that you love to have a particular experience and jump into it full on, on and live it to the fullest, and then you are done. But while you are in that experience, it is like a bubble of time and energy. Think that there is a bubble around you, and imagine those beautiful opalescent colors that are shimmering and moving and sparkling all the way around you. And in that bubble, all you are seeing are the things that you like. Now, we are pulling from the conduit a very funny example, one that we don't really understand, but it is interesting. And that is of, there used to be a time and place for people that would collect, what are these? Toy trains? Toy trains. And these toy trains would become an entire world, and there would be all the different cars and all the different trains and all the different tracks, and they would create these entire wonderful miniature worlds where they would put these trains on the tracks and play with them for hours and connect with other people that did the same. And while they were doing it, everything was about the trains and the connections and the other things that they were doing. And you see in this example, we are talking really about how you can become involved in a singular world. And while you are in that world, you are connected into the energies of that reality, of those ideas. And the more you think about them, the more you are drawing. And the more you are thinking about it, the more you are drawing them to you. And on it goes. And then when you feel like you have played with that world and those interests and those ideas and concepts and knowledge to your satisfaction, then you move on to the next. And it might be as if these bubbles of light are kissing each other, touching, and you simply shimmer from one to the next. And suddenly perhaps you are no longer interested in the toys, but now you are interested in something else. And now you are a creator being, and you are creating art, or you are creating music and discovering all of these different aspects of music, different instruments, and how do they work, and how do the frequencies of sound work, and how are they aligned to working with you, and what is it like for other people and their experiences. And you become embroiled into another world, another bubble, another paradigm. And you see, this is very suited to these personality types of those who are very limited in their focus time, like the ADHD. You are constantly wanting stimulation, more and more and more, and it takes your focus away. However, you can move through that if you are challenged by this in a way that you feel is impacting you in a negative way. If you feel that there is more that you wish to do that you are not doing because you are having a hard time focusing, or the other reasons that we have explained previously, then you can begin to work with longer focus and longer satisfaction in this bubble of interest that you have. The more that you are in that interest and soaking it up and absorbing it and learning more and sharing with others and creating, then you can begin to pull your focus a bit longer, until you feel that you are satisfied, and then off you go like a butterfly into the next one, into the next, and into the next. And so this is how we enjoy this experience in this timeline, on this earth plane, going from one to the other to the other. Now, for those of you that are here because you are connecting with the starseeds and the galactic, the intergalactic, the multidimensional, and of course, all the different parts of your aspect and being, your higher self and your current self in this timeline and the others, and you see there is a world, another bubble of information that you can play with. Isn't it exciting? Isn't it fun? But for those of you that are connecting into this and you wonder, oh, this is so interesting, Pleiadians, but what are you on about? Oh, ha ha ha. Well, we will tell you. We are moving from one aspect into another, and you are beginning to line up your interest, your bubbles, your interest with all of these other beings that are doing the same thing. And do you see, as a starseed and a light worker, as a way shower or an empath or a healer, or all these different aspects of yourself that you are doing, that you are playing with, it doesn't matter if you are a yoga teacher, it doesn't matter if you are working with children, or if you are even doing finance. None of these things matter, because your energy is already in a vibrational harmony with the others that are doing something similar. And this is how you are connecting and interconnected into the higher timelines and into the higher vibrational frequencies. Again, we will take a sidebar. Ha ha ha. We like this saying, sidebar conduit. This is funny. Ha 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 ha. And in the sidebar, we say again to remind you that there is no judgment or concern about vibrational frequency, that higher does not mean better. It does not mean you are not doing what you were meant to be doing on your life path in this three-dimensional timeline. It does not mean that you are doing it wrong. It's simply a different resonant frequency, and one that has a different aspect of beingness. In these higher vibrational frequencies, there is less of this dense energy, less of what many of you struggle with, the difficult emotions, what you consider difficult. But yet remember, dear ones, that you came here because of the duality. You did come here to experience these things. So do not look upon them as a detriment to yourself. You have not done anything wrong. You are actually enjoying something that you could not enjoy in a higher frequency. And that is the beauty of being in this three-dimensional reality. You see, it is so exciting. So many aspects to talk about. But we go back to where we were. We were, look, we exit the sidebar. Zoot, ha ha ha, this is fun. We do enjoy. Now, and speaking of the conduit, we feel that we are beginning to tire her physical body. So we are going to leave, but we did want to come and say hello, hello, hello. We love to be here. We love to celebrate. We love to be sharing this information with you at this time. We love to be here. It is such an exciting time. Of course, we want to come to the party, as they say. So watching you as you are creating these changes and creating in general, it is a delight. It is so much fun for us. And so we leave you with that note to remember to not be so serious, dear one, to have a little fun, to play a little bit, and to remember that your Earth experience is actually a party and that you get to have all these experiences here that you would not otherwise. So when you are feeling that you are having a very difficult time, you may be feeling lonely or anxious or stressed or all of these things that we have spoken of previously, do remember that they are transient. You are not always in those emotions. They are simply states, like these bubbles that you move from one to another, and it comes and it goes. But also remember, dear one, that you do not get to experience this outside of this time and space. So enjoy these moments, because when you have left this time and space, you will look back on it and say, oh, those were actually very interesting. What an interesting time I had. I wish I would have done it more. I wish I would have been able to see that they were transient and know that I had that experience, and that was a very valuable thing for me to do. I learned a lot from it. And so this is where we want to leave you with it today, just to remind you that they are transient, but you also can admire them for what they are, simply an experience that you can go through. We thank you for your time, dear ones. We love to be here. We look forward to working with this conduit to create some more art with our frequencies and vibrations in it, and we look forward to being with you again in the next time. We do want to say also that you can connect with us at any time simply by sitting down and asking for us to come and talk with you, and we will, and we'll sing, and we'll dance, and we'll have fun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we are the Pleiadians. We are the representatives for this particular Pleiadian Council of Light, and we are so glad to be here, and we will see you in the next now moment. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Okay, that was good times. Wasn't that fun? Oh my gosh, the Pleiadians, they always leave me feeling so lifted up and happy. I love their energy so much. And if you did and you enjoyed this video and the message and the art, leave a comment below and let me know, or ask a question. I answer all of them by myself, and I love to talk to you guys. And speaking of talk, don't forget to join the Telegram community or check out the community tab on my YouTube channel here. It's always great to meet a lot of new people. And I'm going to leave you with the final painting. And I'm feeling really happy that this has come to the end of this cycle. It's been 6 months of working on this, so I'm really glad to have it completed and feeling great about it. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys, and I will catch you in the next video.